Hey guys, it's COREROSS and Rainbow Six News. In today's video, we'll go over what's coming with Season 4 of Year 9 in Rainbow Six Siege, as it is coming very soon. So first off, we'll take a look at the original roadmap of what was coming, and there's a good reason for this. So far, every season this year, there has been major delays to big features that were supposed to come. Season 2, a whole bunch of features got pushed into Season 3. Season 3, a whole bunch of features got pushed into Season 4. So I'm expecting a lot of the original features that were expected for Season 4 could get pushed into Year 10. And those OG features were console to PC crossplay. So this is the option for console players to leave their bubble and go play PC players. Match Cancellation 3.0 automatic cheater kick. And then we had automated text chat moderation, future balance update on operators, new dynamic matchmaking 1.0, and map training playlist additional maps. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of these features get delayed, but now let's go take a look at what the roadmap looks like now for Season 4. And here we are. Now be noted, there's a good chance this will be updated before the reveal, but that seems to happen now a couple of weeks before. So we can go over most of the stuff here and figure out what's going to be arriving and not arriving. So first up, we have an operator remaster. This is of course redacted, but we've all guessed at this point that this is a Blackbeard rework, and this is their new naming of it, calling it remastered. Unfortunately, their first remaster was the Recruits, didn't go down particularly well, so it makes me very worried about Blackbeard and what's going to happen to him. So we'll see when that happens, but no new operator with Season 4, it is just a remaster of an operator. Then we've got console to PC crossplay. Now this is not quite as simple as it seems. You would think this means that any console player can just choose to go out of the console bubble and play PC players. You'll actually notice down here that it says, as long as there is one PC player in the stack, the team will be playing on a PC server. So that means you have to have a friend to actually go out and play the PC player base. To me, this should just be an option where you can go play PC if you want, and you should also have native mouse and keyboard support in order to do that, without having a PC buddy to facilitate that. So right now it sounds like it'll still be controller, so if you're playing on the PC servers with your buddy on PC, you'll be limited to still playing with a controller. So not brilliant, but we'll see if they've made any differences to that since it's been announced. Then we have Match Cancellation 3.0. This means that a match will automatically be cancelled if a cheater is detected. Now this sounds great in theory, but it sounds also a bit too simple, like it really should have already happened, and I'm just not sure what major difference this will make, but it could help, so we will find out in the future. Then we've got badges and career. So this is something pushed on from the last season into this one. I expect this feature will make it in, and I'm really just looking forward to it. The only thing in here, of course, you've got the player profile, you've got the reputation, you've got the ranked, you've got your stats, you've got your replays. So the only real new thing here is the badges, and I'm looking forward to seeing what ones you unlock. And you can actually add these onto your player card so that you can customize your look in game. So I'm looking forward to that a lot. Then we got the Siege Cups. Of course, this is on beta right now on PC. We just had our first one and it seemed to work out quite well. It does have bugs and issues, and currently it's only available in 2 regions and it's running in the middle of the week. I think by the time this is fully released, they might be, of course, running this in all regions and maybe even on the weekends. And then we have an update to Mousetrap. So this is actually linking it in with the reputation system, which you will note is not currently on, and it has been delayed pretty much indefinitely at the moment. So I don't know if this feature will make it. But one of the things here was that if you get Mousetrap detected, you would automatically get stuck into the PC player base and not the console player base if you're using a mouse and keyboard. And you'll be stuck there for 90 days. So it's effectively a season-long ban, as you just cannot play on console anymore if you get detected. No idea if that'll actually make it in because, like I say, reputation system is not doing so good. And then we have the reputation system refresh. You'll notice this is marked as tentative, and most likely because this will not make it in with Season 4. I highly doubt it. And basically the reputation system isn't working well. That's why it's switched off at the moment. And I would imagine that it's probably going to take a while for it to be switched back on, and I don't think it'll be for Season 4. Then we've got the automated text chat moderation. So this obviously would just be some sort of AI going in and moderating your text chat. I expect it probably will make it, and it doesn't sound like the craziest of systems to implement. Then we got the QB system expansion, so of course part of the anti-cheat systems in the game, and it looks like the cheating epidemic on PC isn't quite as bad as it was in the last couple of seasons, and they're still trying to obviously do little things here and there, like update the QB system. So they're trying, but they're definitely still having issues. There is still a chunk of cheaters out there for sure. And then this one's one of the weirdest parts of this season. It's the future balance update on operators. Why it says future? Because either it's coming this season, or it's going to be like a little video they go over and they're like, here's a bunch of stuff we're going to do next year with different operators. And I'm guessing that's probably what it's going to end up being. Instead of being like a big overhaul of operators, I think it's just going to be like, here's some of the stuff we're looking at for the future. But I guess we'll find out. It just is the weirdest title thing in this whole roadmap. And it's the same title it's had since the start of the year. And then we have New Dynamic Matchmaking 1.0. This does not, as far as I know, affect ranked. This is not going to make your matchmaking better on ranked or anything like that. But you'll notice it's got a little ping symbol down here, connecting up to the players. And it talks about launching a dynamic matchmaking feature for improved server allocation based on a broader set of players' data. So of course, server allocation's interesting because it's obviously going to have to connect to different regions for different servers. Otherwise, you'd just be on the same data center as you normally are. And that means maybe it's connecting up different regions together to play on the same server. And that's why there's a ping thing here. I don't know what the heck this really means. And if it's going to make matchmaking quicker, better, who knows? This is actually another one, just like the one above it, that doesn't really have a good explanation going on. And then we've got two features that are extremely simple. And this is drone jump pre-visualization. So of course you can see this here. We've seen a little bit of gameplay of this too, where it just shows exactly where your drone is going to jump to, so you can make perfect jumps every single time. There's also deployable gadget pre-visualization as well. So this is actually for things like Jaeger's ADS and mute jammers and stuff like that, just so you can see exactly where it's going to end up, so that you can place it perfectly every single time. And again, real simple feature there. There's also map training, so new drone drill and additional maps. So pretty simple. Now, let's go back over these features and talk about which ones are probably going to get delayed. So I think that this feature here is going to make it in for Season 4. I think this one will also make it in, and this one too. Now, this dynamic matchmaking, hopefully this will make it in. It would be nice to have it in, but it could easily get delayed into the next season. We've also got a future balance and updates on operators. I think this is a feature that was always planned to never come this season, and this will be like a little teaser video showing some of the balancing for future operator changes, and it will not really be a feature for this part. Maybe they'll have a couple of them in with this season or something like that, maybe even one, but I don't think this is really a big feature for this season. I think we probably will see the QB system be expanded. For players, this is not going to impact us at all, and hopefully it just means there will be less cheaters that we run into, but I just don't know if it's going to work out. They haven't managed to catch up, it feels like, right now with the cheaters, but we'll see. Then we've got the Onade Texture. This seems like a simple enough feature that should make it in. The reputation system, going to get delayed. 100%. It's going to be something in the year 10 roadmap. And I'm very worried that this will then also push this into year 10. And we need this on console. We need a way of having something that actually makes it scary to use mouse and keyboard on console, that you're going to get this 90-day ban and not be able to play with your console buddies. And I think this could actually be a nice impact. Because right now there's no impact to getting mouse trapped other than, of course, the input delay. But then that means you can piss about with it until you don't get detected. Whereas this would push you off into the PC player base and cause, hopefully, some reduction in cheers. But I think it's going to get pushed into year 10, and that'll be extremely sad for me. Then I think the Siege Cup full release will come out as a full release, and I think it could be a really good feature. And if they put it out on weekends, I think it's going to actually be a win-win for everybody there. Then we got the badges and careers, of course. This got delayed from last season. I think it will arrive this season, and I'm just looking forward to seeing what badges I have. Then we've got the match cancellation 3.0. This needs to make it in because we've still got that cheater issue right now, and I think if it doesn't, PC players are going to have more of a demoralizing effect than they already have. Then we've got crossplay. This is going to be a watered down feature. Like I say, I think it's not going to be one where you can just go off and plug your native mouse and keyboard in and go off and play the PC player base on your console, which I think it should be. I think it is going to be that you're going to need a buddy with a PC to jump in with them in order to go off to the PC player base, and you'll be limited to controller over there. So I don't think this is going to be brilliant. I think it'll be a watered down feature overall, but hopefully it'll continue to lead in the right direction, because of course this was something they said they weren't going to do originally with crossplay. I'm glad that the console player base plays in a bubble. That's perfect, but I would love the option for people to leave it if they want to, and to plug in native mouse and keyboard and go off and play PC players. And then of course Blackbeard will make it in. Now, we still don't have confirmation that it is Blackbeard, but we all guessed that. So I think this is going to be hopefully an actual good remaster. I'm really worried after the recruits, and it was the mentality of the recruit rework or remaster that I think caused the major issue. Like, you couldn't 5-stack them and stuff like that. Things that were just sad to see go. And I feel like this might end up happening with Blackbeard too. And it, of course, needs to fill the space of an actual new operator, which is not coming this season. So I'm really worried, but fingers crossed that somehow they pull it off with Blackbeard and we get something fun and interesting. Now let's talk dates and for when this new season will be revealed and launched. So the Pro League finals are scheduled in for the 17th of November. That's a Sunday, and that'll be the reveal of the new season. That puts the launch of the new season around about December 3rd. And of course, none of that is official yet, but that is best guess based on the previous timings. Anyway guys, that is what is currently coming with Year 9 Season 4. Most likely there will be an updated roadmap a couple of weeks before the reveal, which will take at least a few things off here for sure. Like I say, probably the reputation system, and they'll get pushed into Year 10. But there is a lot of good features that I think also could end up in the Year 10 roadmap as well. So fingers crossed this somehow manages to be the season where nothing gets delayed. But realistically, we're going to see delays. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.